But is this an act of war? We don't think so. No, this is just part of the cat and mouse game that China seems to be utilizing to further its own interest.
Hindi maituturing na act of war ang pambobomba ng tubig ng China sa mga barko ng Pilipinas na nasa resupply mission sa Ayungin Shoal noong linggo. Kahit nakasakay sa isa sa mga supply boat si Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. Sa halip, ayon kay National Security Council Assistant Director General Jonathan Malaya, isa itong seryosong aksyon na nakapagpapataas ng tensyon sa riyon. Paliwanag naman ni AFP spokesperson Colonel Carlo Medel Aguilar, nakasakay sa Uniza May 1 vessel ang AFP Chief of Staff upang personal na makita ang ginagawang pambubuli ng China at ihatid ang mensahe ng Pangulo sa mga tropa na nakaistasyon sa BRP Sierra Madre.
It was a regular ROR mission for us. Of course, there were contingencies prepared because of the presence of the Chief of Staff. But he was there to experience for himself, firsthand, what China is doing to our ROR mission.
Ayon sa Philippine Coast Guard, umaga ng linggo, December 10, na mangyari ang water cannon incident ng China Coast Guard o CCG Vessel 5204 gamit ang tinatawag na Long Range Acoustic Devices o LRADs sa ML Kalayaan na kabilang sa supply boats papuntang Ayungin Shoal. Habang 4 na CCG vessels ang bumuntot at dumikit sa buong supply contingent. Bukod pa ito sa Chinese militia vessels na kasamang humaharang sa Philippine vessels.
In total, the Philippine Coast Guard has documented the presence of all these Coast Guard vessels. There were 7 of them. This is the first time that we were able to see such numerous number of China Coast Guard vessels deployed to prevent the Philippine government in completing our resupply operation in Ayungin Shoal.
Ang naturang insidente ay nagdulot ng sira ng makina ng ML Kalayaan. Dagdag ng BCG, ang Uniza May 1 naman ay binombahan rin ng tubig at malapit ng mabangga sa Chinese Coast Guard. Nababahala naman ang NSC official sa fake news o maling impormasyon na ipinakakalat ng China ukol sa insidente.
China's claim that the small and wooden Uniza May 1 intentionally rammed a CCG vessel is the height of disinformation and fake news. It's akin to claiming that a tricycle intentionally rammed a Victory Liner bus on its way to Baguio. We express grave concern over the deliberate disinformation campaign being waged by Beijing using official channels.
Dahil sa dalawang magkasunod na insidente ng panibagong pambubuli ng China noong weekend, papaaprubahan ng National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea kay Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ang bagong estratehiya kung papaano tutugon sa mga aksyon na ito ng China sa riyon.
If the question is, will there be adjustments in our movements? Yes, as soon as the President approves the national strategy. Because the President himself is concerned. In his recent statement yesterday, he has expressed his deep concern and his commitment to these missions that we are undertaking. So in consonance with his policy direction, the national strategy has been prepared for the NTF-WPS for his appreciation.
Samantala, bukod sa diplomatic protest, ipinatawag rin ng Department of Foreign Affairs si Chinese Ambassador Wang Xilian ukol sa insidente na ito sa West Philippine Sea. Ayon kay DFA spokesperson Maria Teresita Daza, pag-aaralan din nilang mabuti ang panawagan na ideklarang persona non grata ang Chinese Ambassador.
It's something that will have to be seriously considered whether it merits to have an ambassador be considered a PNG. Because as I also wanted to express, PNG, when you do that, that is at a certain level already and there are both intended and unintended consequences.
Ilang senador na rin ang nagpahayag ng pagkadismaya sa Chinese envoy dahil umano sa kawalan ng aksyon nito na mapahupa ang tensyon sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at China sa West Philippine Sea. Tinawag na walang puso ni Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri ang China kasunod ng magkakasunod na pag-atake sa civilian at humanitarian mission sa West Philippine Sea. Bunsod nito, hinikayat ni Senator Zubiri si Pangulong Marcos na pauwiin na ng China si Ambassador Silian. Samantala, iminungkahi rin ni Senate Special Committee on Maritime and Admiralty Zones Chairperson Francis Tolentino na pauwiin na ng Pilipinas si Philippine Ambassador to China Jaime Flor Cruz. Nel Maribuhok, UNTV News and Rescue. Diyos ang aming sandigan, serbisyo publiko ang aming pinahalagahan.